So the New York Knicks trade for Derrick Rose here with the Detroit Pistons. And the Pistons, they get Dennis Smith Jr. and a second-round pick in the 2021 draft for D-Rose. So D-Rose, he wanted out of Detroit. Last night, reports came out that Derrick Rose and the Pistons agreed to part ways mutually. And they just had to find a trade partner. And these talks, they've been going on for the last day or two for Rose to the Knicks. And the Clippers were the runner-ups in this deal. But the New York Knicks here, they made the deal, and they didn't give up much to get Rose. And Rose now reunited with former head coach Tom Thibodeau from the Big Bull days, and obviously Minnesota the 1 or 2 seasons. So Rose back on the New York Knicks after he spent the 2016-2017 season there, and then he went AWOL a little and disappeared, and then the Knicks got rid of him. But anyway, Derrick Rose back with Thibodeau on the season, 14.2 points a game, 1.9 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 2.8 threes per game for Derrick Rose. And he's at 42% from the field. So fantasy basketball, he's owned in 55% of leagues is Derrick Rose. His percentage went down 7. But now there's a resolution here with him getting traded to New York. He's going to get owned in most leagues. And right now, I think this puts Alfred Payton to the bench. Rose, Thibodeau didn't bring him in here to sit on the bench or not play 25-30 minutes minimum a game here. So I think Rose, he'll get right into the starting lineup for New York, who just lost another ball game to the Miami Heat early in the day. But Derrick Rose, it's a good get. Emmanuel Quickly, his fantasy impact could take a little hit here. The impressive rookie, he was playing well most of the season. But Tom Thibodeau, he likes the veterans. He wanted a vet at the point guard position. And now he's got a pretty decent lineup where you could go Derrick Rose, you got R.J. Barrett, you got Julius Randle, who's having a great year, Mitchell Robinson, and then Randy Bullock will probably be at the small forward position. So Derrick Rose to New York, it helps his fantasy value, it bumps him up. Him in Detroit, they just wanted to part ways, and now Rose and Thibodeau, they're going to try to lead this Knicks team to the playing game, at least from the 8th to 10th seed in the NBA. And the Knicks, they've been a decent team so far this season. Just a few games under 500. And as far as Detroit, this trade, it was just a salary dump for the most part with Derrick Rose. And they get a player in Dennis Smith Jr. who still has potential. He's very young. But obviously it didn't work out for Dennis Smith Jr. here in New York. He didn't play at all pretty much all season. And his only great season was his rookie year with Dallas. And then he got traded to New York in that Porzingis deal. But anyway, we'll see what he could do if he's going to get minutes in Detroit. But Derrick Rose, obviously, he's going to play a big role, and he's going to be good for fantasy owners. And we'll see what he could do for the New York Knicks and fantasy owners in the upcoming weeks. At Derrick Rose to New York once again here for Dennis Smith and a future second-round pick in 2021.